What is good, y'all? Welcome back to the Pro. Welcome back to a brand new video. We are here. We are back in breaking news. The Miami Heat have traded Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors. A lot of stuff is going on right now. And honestly, I was going to make a video a few days ago. I was going to make one yesterday, because there's so much rumors floating around about KD to the Heat, about Jimmy going somewhere else, Milwaukee rumors, Bradley Beal stuff. I was gonna make a lot of videos, but I was like, listen, let me just wait till the deadline and see what exactly happened, so that I don't have to waste my time here, because we want the details and the facts of what exactly is about to happen, not the rumors and all that. All that is cool, but finally, on Feb 5th, the day before the deadline, the Heat pull the trigger and make a trade for Jimmy Butler to go to Golden State. Listen, this, honestly, first of all, leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts, reactions, all that. Jimmy is cemented in my book as a Heat legend. He is, to me, a top 3 player of all time in this franchise's history. Top 5 at worst. Unfortunately, because of how he has handled the exit, and not all of that is on him, but because I know Pat Riley and the Heat front office have also played a part, but he completely botched the exit. Let's just call a spade a spade. I mean, he was very, very unprofessional towards the end. Apart from that blemish, he has been nothing but amazing with his tenure as a Heat. I wish him nothing but the best. I'm so thankful he played for our team. I wished he retired here. Honestly, he's just, he just embodies Miami, the way he plays, the way he is, and towards the end, you probably couldn't say that, but when it was good, it was really, really good. And honestly, I hope that he wins. I hope that he finds some success in Golden State. It's going to be tough because Golden State is not the best team right now, but this is not about Golden State. This is about us. I'm happy that the whole saga is over because we have some clarity and some direction to our team. I didn't want to see him stay past the deadline as a Heat because of all the chaos and drama it was causing. He got his extension. He got his money. I'm never mad at that. I hope he has a great rest of his career, and I hope that one day the relationship can be fixed like it has been for a lot of other stars who came here and left disgruntled. And I hope that he can get his jersey retired here like he deserves to, because he does. If you look at on the court, strictly on the court, I mean, he holds records in this arena, and he has been the pillar and the face of the franchise and the face of the city for years now when it comes to sports. So, yeah, good luck to Jimmy. Hope he does well, and definitely I'll miss him not wearing a Heat uniform, but I definitely we saw it coming. So yeah, glad that the whole saga is done, so we can move on. But the return, let's talk about the return because it's actually still being finalized. There's a lot of moving parts and all that. There's actively some trade negotiations that are still going on right now, but it was essentially a 5-team deal. And we essentially ended up getting Andrew Wiggins, who was the big contract from the Warriors that we were able to take on. And then we also got a 2025 top 10 protected first round pick, which conveys to another protected pick next year if it doesn't, go to us this year. And then if it doesn't go to us next year, then it becomes unprotected in 2027. So essentially, we will get a first round pick no matter what. Top 10 protected. The Warriors, I don't think they're going to be bottom 10, especially after acquiring Jimmy. I think they're going to be, after 10 for sure. So I think we will be getting their pick this season. But who knows? But regardless, we get a pick out of it. We get Andrew Wiggins. That was very rumored, and that was a deal that, we kind of speculated to happen. And we got a couple of more pieces. Now, Dennis Schroeder and Kyle Anderson temporarily. Dennis Schroeder has been moved and rerouted to Utah. Kyle Anderson, as I am recording right now, because again, a lot could change. I could be recording right now and he could already have been moved somewhere else. But he was supposed to go to Toronto. Unfortunately, for some reason, Toronto's deal fell through. So Miami's still trying to find a destination for him to go to. I don't know where he's going to go. If it was up to me, I would trade him away. I know Shams said that we can either keep him or trade him. I don't really feel a reason for us to keep Kyle Anderson on this roster. I mean, no disrespect to him. He's a solid player, but after acquiring Andrew Wiggins and PJ Tucker as well, who we acquired, like there's no really reason to have Kyle Anderson on this team. Like we have so many forwards already, and guys who need playing time. And not only that, he's also not an expiring contract. He's under contract until 2026, so or 2026, 27. So that, like 2 seasons after this, basically, is when his contract expires or is not guaranteed. And I don't really think it's a good idea to hold that much money on your books if you don't need to for that long. So I hope we find a destination for him that he can go to. I mean, we'll see what happens, but if not, he will be part of the return as well. I just don't know where you're going to play. Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins is the main piece of this return. He was very instrumental for the Warriors in their championship run. He's a one-time All-Star. Was one of the best high school players coming out of Canada. Went to Kansas, #1 pick. I mean, he's been not disappointing, but he hasn't lived up to the #1 pick standards and his expectations. But he's been a very solid role player throughout his course in the NBA. He's been a solid 15 to 20 points per game, guaranteed, no matter where he is. And you know what, man? Andrew Wiggins, he has a player option in 26-27. But after 26-27, he's going to be off the books. So we're going to have his contract for about 2 years. And after 2 years, he can become an unrestricted free agent. He's a younger player. I don't think he's hit 30 yet. If he has, he's probably just at 30. But I think he's about 28, 29. He might be 30. I don't know for sure because he came out really, really young. So I don't know for sure. But listen, I'm not too sure as to how old he exactly is, but definitely is a guy that fits the timeline. He fits the mold of this team, the mold of a player that Spoelstra likes. Defensive first player, has become a defensive first player. Was not a good defender to start his career, but since being traded to Golden State, has become a really, really good defender. Has shot at about 38% from 3 and can be an athletic player as well. So he provides a lot of things that the Heat have lacked over the past few seasons. Andrew Wiggins is honestly, I think he's not going to be Jimmy Butler, and we shouldn't expect him to be, but he's a good bridge player to keep right now. I think he'll fit right in with the starting lineup. You have Bam and Khalil, you have Andrew Wiggins. I feel like those 3 defensively can be really good for you. Obviously, you got to figure out the guard position next to Hero. Duncan Robinson is holding it down right now, but I want the Heat to draft a guard with that pick that hopefully conveys, or try to trade for another one. I mean, Terry Rozier is still on this team for some reason. I would try to go move him. The PJ Tucker thing, I'm not really sure why we didn't get Dennis Schroeder. I mean, Dennis Schroeder is definitely a better player than PJ Tucker in 2025, and they're both expiring, but I think maybe because of the fact that PJ Tucker's better in the locker room and he's already been here and he's familiar with the system. The Heat do really value that with their players. They try to, do good, and they try to basically like cater to players that have played here and that are on good terms with the franchise. Like they do have that bias or that value to these players. So PJ definitely was a great locker room piece in 2022. He was a good player for us as well. I'm not really sure how much he has left in the tank, but worst comes to worst, he's a locker room piece who's expiring, so it's not a big deal, honestly. I still expect this team to try to make the playoffs this season. The reason I think they went after that Warriors pick is because if we did not make the playoffs this season, or if we made the playoffs this season without getting that Warriors pick, we would not have a first-round pick this season at all. But because we got the Warriors pick this season, top 10 protected, if it conveys and if we make the playoffs, we still get a pick from the Warriors, even though it's not our pick. Our pick would go to OKC. So I think they traded for that Warriors pick, made it top 10 protected because they still do, I believe, have playoff aspirations. I don't think the Heat are going to try to tank. This is more of a retool to me rather than a rebuild. Andrew Wiggins is not a player that you go after in a rebuild because he's not extremely young. This trade also allows you to get under the first apron. It allows them to go under the luxury tax. They save a lot of money on this deal, obviously, because Jimmy Butler's contract is so much bigger than Andrew Wiggins. And they are able to have flexibility in 2026. This is your new Miami Heat. You have Hero, Robinson, Wiggins, Bam, and Ware. And then off the bench, you have, you're the same guys, basically. You still keep Jaime, you keep Nico. You have Haywood, you have Pella, you have Terry. PJ is in the mix now. Kevin Love. And that's basically a rotation. I mean, I would like to see them try to get a guard somewhere. You know, that's why I thought Schroeder would be perfect, because off the bench, Terry has not really been that great for them. And I think they probably didn't trade for Schroeder because they were like, you know, we'll rock with Terry. But Terry's been awful this season, man. I mean, I don't really know how you can just trust him fully as a point guard for you to just be in this rotation. But maybe they see something that we don't. I don't know. And we don't really have a backup center either. You know, obviously that was Ware, and then Thomas Bryant, who's actually been hooping for Indiana. We traded him away. So Kevin Love is really that backup center, but again, who knows how much he has left in the tank. This is going to be a team that we probably won't put too many expectations on this season. We have a direction, and it's not going to be like completely rebuilding, but it's not going to be a contender either. I think they're going to hope for a fast retool, and we'll see if it works out. But they have some draft picks. They have some, they have some flexibility that they can use to sign people, in 2 years or next year. And they have finally moved on from this distraction that has become the whole saga with Jimmy. So, yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not happy with this trade package. I guess I would say I'm okay for now. Like, I don't think it's a bad trade package. I don't think it's a great trade package. I think the value could have been a lot higher if they had moved him in the offseason. I think maybe you could have gotten 2 picks, or maybe even a young piece from the Warriors, like a Kuminga or a Podziemski or a Moody or someone like that, if you were able to trade him in the offseason. Unfortunately, with this whole debacle that's happened, his value has decreased significantly, and it's just, you won't get the same return. And, we should have been aware of that. Me, myself, and a lot of people have been, we were talking about trading him in the offseason if we're not going to extend him, and we didn't do that. And I guess this is the price they're paying. They're not getting the package that they probably would have desired. But yeah, I mean, it's not Bradley Beal's contract, which is good. That first round pick is a good first round pick. I know a lot of people were saying go get the Suns picks, but the Suns picks were going to be very, very bad. They're basically going to be 3 second round picks essentially, because they're very back end first round picks. So it's the best package that they could have gotten right now. Let me say that. Like, this package right now, it's not a haul. It's not like amazing, but it's decent and it does the job, and it allows them to do what they want to do, which is keep their flexibility, get a draft pick. Andrew Wiggins is a good bridge player for them. Get an expiring contract in PJ Tucker, and move on with their season and hope to make some noise in the playoffs, if any. So, yeah, I mean, I'm recording this right now during the game, actually. So I guess we'll see how that game plays out. We're currently leading by 12. So, yeah, that's the deal right now. Y'all let me know in the comment section below your thoughts, comments, concerns, all that. Nikola Jovic is currently hooping right now. He is 8 for 8 from the field and 3 for 3 from the 3-point range, 20 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. So don't look now, man. We might have a good future ahead of us as the Miami Heat. But the Jimmy Butler era is officially over. It was really fun while it lasted. 6 years, I must say, of really, really fun times. It ended really badly, but God, it was really fun while it lasted, wasn't it? Because 2 finals appearances when we didn't really have any business making it that far, and the Eastern Conference Finals appearance in 2022, and always we just felt like we had a chance whenever Jimmy was playing. He kind of exuded that confidence with his teammates. But yeah, it ended really sour, terribly, honestly. I hope that one day fans and Jimmy and ownership and the organization can come together and reconcile and get over all this drama, because it shouldn't have to be this way between a legend of the franchise and the team itself and the fan base. Like, there's no reason for it to be this way. Hopefully in years down the line, after he retires and after Pat Riley and everyone gets over all this stuff, we can have his number go up in the rafters, because it deserves to. So yeah, thanks Jimmy for everything. Wish you all the best. Welcome to Miami, Andrew Wiggins. come out here and hoop, man, because we need you to. And yeah, welcome back, PJ. And that's all we have. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Whether you thought this was a good package, a bad package, your whole thoughts on the whole Jimmy stuff and how it ended. And yeah, I'll see y'all later as always, man. Peace.